I bought this motorcycle in its worst possible condition. It sat on an insurance auction lot after surviving the flooding of Hurricane Ian in Florida, so yeah, I bought it. When I received this less than 1,000 mile driven motorcycle, it was a sight to see and also smell. It had roaches, mildew and mold throughout its inner components, and worse, it had a junk title, meaning it was meant for scrap. But I saw potential. I took this motorcycle through a complete overhaul, cleaning it, repairing it, and giving new life to this machine to make it roadworthy again. But after all of the hot, sweaty days of effort and success I had invested in this motorcycle still would not start. And I reached a point of needing outside help to complete this project. Today we're going to get the Super Chief to the dealership so we can get this new key fob that we got programmed. The bike has been rebuilt. The bike does not start. Let's get to it. I'll get it this time. Alright, now it's just a matter of strapping it in. Now we can get on the road. I don't know where to go with this. Got the bike off. It gave me a little bit of trouble trying to get the key made, showing up with wrecked bikes, and you got to show proof of ownership and everything, which is the standard practice. They're programming the key right now. I think it's like $57. Now we're just waiting for them to finish programming it, and then we're going to take the bike back and go from there. Fortunately, I got some bad news. We were not able to get the key fob programmed today because the key fob that I got direct from Indian did not have the pin code used to program the key fob in Digital Wrench, which is Polaris software to program the Indians, the slingshots. Could not find that code. It did not come in the packaging. It was not on my invoice. Put in a ticket with Polaris. Polaris did not respond back today. It's Saturday. We're gonna try again Tuesday. They're gonna work on the bike. Just gonna wait to see what happens. And this is just one of those things when it comes to having key fobs programmed. Worst case scenario, I have to pay for an hour of labor, which is $150 an hour. And I paid for the key, which is $250, but we'll just wait to see what Indian says on Tuesday. We're gonna figure it out from there. I just dropped off Super Chief Limited at the frame shop. I'm on my way back through Atlanta, and I'm gonna stop in Columbus while I still have the trailer back here. It's empty. And I'm gonna pick up Super Chief from the dealership because they got the key fob situation, like that's finished. So we're gonna pick that up, and then we're gonna head back. Even though I left that bike at the dealership, it's all just kind of working out because I'm dropping one off and picking up another one. There's one piece to this story that I have to tell you that bridges everything back together. So when the dealership and I put that ticket in with Polaris on that Saturday and they didn't respond, on that following Tuesday, they reached back out to the dealership and let them know that everything was in order with the key fob that I received. But the dealership was insistent on me providing a PIN code to program that key. So as I was coming back down through northern Georgia down to southern Georgia, I knew that I had to get this solved so I can pick this bike up and take it back with me so I didn't have to make another trip back. So I called Polaris myself while on the road and got instantly connected with a representative, and basically they told me that for 2022 Indian Chiefs and also the Indian Challenger, which is a bagger, the PIN code is on the inside of the battery door. So then I took that information, called the dealership and said, hey guys, the code that you're looking for is on the inside of the battery door. And then they were able to program the key fob and have the bike ready when I got there. Ironically, I asked them this when I first took the bike there, and they said that code wasn't the right one. So it's one of those situations where I had to take initiative and still make the call to get this done. But either way, we got it done and we were able to get the bike home. All right, it's gonna be our first time starting this thing up. Let's see what we get. We'll get it. We're just not gonna worry about that one. Yeah, baby. She's a starting machine now. Well, lost those bolts. The story behind this floorboard, this was literally the last piece of the puzzle of getting this bike complete. I sent this floorboard off to a friend, C3V Twin, that's building the exhaust for my Chief Dark Horse, and we used the floorboard so he could make the exhaust fit mids, forwards, and the floorboard. And so that's the reason why it was never on the bike. But now that we got the key fob program, we got everything else done, it's time to put this back on so we can finally go for a maiden voyage since everything has been swapped on this bike. All right, first thing we gotta do is get this started. This is called the clevis. All right. Brakes work. Now that this bike is completely put back together, it's time to finally go for an official first ride on this Indian Super Chief. I'm so freaking excited. All right, let's do this. Oh, I've forgotten how fast these 111s are. Holy crap. This whole time I've been in standard. All right, so we're in sport mode now. Standard the whole time. Let's see what we got. Oh my goodness. Oh, vultures. Oh, fun. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you fly in my way. This thing.
it changes the throttle response. It's amazing. And with that tune, oh, look at that grass. With that tune and the flash and the exhaust, it opens this thing up so much more. This is great. I've said to myself multiple times that this does not feel like the same bike because we got the slip-ons and we got the ECM flashed. This bike rips. Everything works. Not a single electrical issue. Cruise control works, the gear indicator works, ABS works, everything works. There's no chassis faults. This bike has been completely restored. This paint is immaculate. Everything just feels so good. And I'm just excited to know that it is done. I am blown away by this bike. Not a single issue. Mechanically, not a single issue. It's done so well. That tune took this bike to an entirely different level. Ridiculously. Exhaust sounds so freaking good on this thing. I've been sleeping on the 111s. I really have. Oh man, this is really a dream come true. No issues, not one. Surprised myself with this one, y'all. It's very hot out there, people. 93, 95, 90 something today. We now know that the Super Chief runs 100% fine. Bad boy's done. It's done. So, Super Chief is done. I still got Super Chief Limited, Harley FXLRS, the other Chief Dark Horse, Victory Magnum back there to deal with, but this bike is done. So in the meantime, here's another playlist for you to watch. Here's the subscribe button. If you're into that kind of thing, I hope you do subscribe. But thanks for listening to my story. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.